Bishul Morai Rabotai, page 204. Perek Tet Vav 15. This is continuation of the story of Shimshon. So if you remember that we had already two parakim about Shimshon. The first parak was about birth of Shimshon and how he grows up. The second parak was his marriage to a young Palestinian lady that actually he converted her. Right? For her was wrong reasons, but he had the right reasons. This is thought. Okay, so therefore, what happened in the marriage? He had the riddle, the famous riddle that he had, and the group that he was with, the Palestinians, that he made a bet with them. They couldn't figure it out. They forced his wife to say the answer, and she told them. She dragged it out of his mouth, and then she went and told them. So the end of the parak was that Shimshon got angry, right?
And left.
He gave them what they wanted. He went killed 30 people. Took their clothing, gave it to them. Okay, you got what you want, but he got very angry at the wife. Why did you do such a thing? Right? He left. And then the sweet comes from the strong comes sweet. That was inside the lion. He found honey. But, okay. So therefore he left, and then in the last pasuk of the last parak Yud Daled, it says what? V'tei esh Shimshon lemereu asher ra'alo. She became a wife to his friend, that became his friend, another Palestinian guy. Okay, but he didn't know, he just left. He didn't know what happened to her. Now, comes back to do peace. And guess what he finds out? And miyamim, there was after a while, bimei ketzir chitim, in the time of harvesting of the grains. So what's so important, the time? Because this time, all the grains are ready, everything bloomed, everything's ready to be harvested, and it's summertime, so everything is dry. In Israel, summertime, there's no rain. Everything is nice and dry. Time to harvest. Vayivkot Shimshon et ishto, so he remembered his wife. Begidi izim, so he came with a baby goat. Vayomer avo el ishti, so he brought her a gift. This was the gift that he brought with him. Said he came to the father-in-law. He said, "What? I want to go to my wife. Let me in the house. Achadera. I want to go in my room with my wife." Velo netano avi alavo. The father didn't let him enter the house. The father-in-law, which is her father, right? Didn't let him. What happened? He's like, what's going on? Vayomer avia. So now he's telling him what happened to her. Her father told him, Amor amarti kisana sanatiha. I said, I thought you hate her. Ve'etena lemerecha. So I gave her to your friend. As easy as that. You see that the sechel of the goyim work? No divorce, nothing. Okay, go marry someone else. Goy. Now, he says, what? You know what? I have another daughter. Hello, Achota Haketana Tova Mimena. Her sister is even more beautiful than her, younger, more beautiful. Teina lechal tachtea. Okay, take her instead, right? We exchange it. So she, at this point, now that Shimshon found out, he's very angry now. He's upset. Vayomer lahem Shimshon. Exactly what he was waiting for happened. right? He was looking for an excuse to start up with the Palestinians. So he told them, Nekiti hapam. This time I'm clean. Right? You cannot blame me. I'm blameless. Whatever I do to you is not my fault. You guys started it. Me Palestine from the Palestinians. So what it has to do with the other Palestinians? The father did it. So no. Obviously when she got married to somebody else, right? There was a party, there was a wedding. No one said anything. No, she's already married. So you're all at fault. Right? He's blaming
Everybody.
the whole nation. That's it. Ki osani mom ra. Now I'm gonna do bad to them. And I'm not guilty. Revenge. Question comes out, lotikom velotito. Does that work for going to?
No.
Don't take revenge? It's a questionable. First of all, for Jews, no. These are going. Right? He wants to go to take revenge. For Goyim is questionable, but here he has a good. This is not a judge. He doesn't just do it to do the revenge. He has a deeper ideas behind it. He wants to get rid of this pressure of the Palestinians and he wants to start up with them. Okay, so he's using these. All of this is war tactic, using it as excuse. Again, remember we said the first period, Shimshon was different than all the other Shoftim. The other Shoftim, they got an army, go attack the enemy. In Shimshon's time, he knew people don't have this zechut, they are not in that level anymore to go war against them. He wanted to go himself, make them weak, without them blaming the nation. He said, no, I'm one of you guys, right? That's what he wanted to do. So now look what is that. וילך שמשון וילקוט 300 שועלים. Shimshon went and he captured 300 foxes. Right? That's already shows that he had the siyata d'shmaya. Hashem wanted to do. Otherwise, how are you going to find 300 foxes?
It's very hard.
And to capture a fox, you know how
They're very hard. They're very fast.
Fast they are. Okay.
Yes,
So therefore, this is from already see Hashem is helping him with this. 300 foxes. Why Dafka fox? Because Rashi says fox goes, Radak also says fox goes backwards. That's the only animal that could go backwards also. All the animals, they only go forward, they don't go back. Backwards, they cannot go. Fox goes backwards too. So one of the things that he wanted to do him, look at Radak, he brings from the Gemara, Masechet Sotah, Yavo Shoal Shechozel Acharav, Shoal that comes, that he goes backwards. By Flami Pelishtim, take revenge of the Palestinians, Shechazru Beshevuatam, that they went back on their swearing. What swear we talking about? Ve'u Shevuah, Shevuat Abimelech LaAbraham. Didn't Abimelech was Melech Palestine. He swore to Abraham, we're not going to fight with you. Now the nation's fighting with my nation. That's why he brought fox. Another reason was because if the animal could only go forward, now what he's going to do is tie their tails to each other and put the torch there. If they only go forward, his plan is not going to work. Yes, he wants them to keep going around and around, right? To burn everything. So he had to use fox that could go backwards also. If only go forward, they keep going until their tail breaks apart. But yeah. Okay, so Vayikach lefidim are torch. He took torch. Vayipen zanav el zanav, and he tied tail to tail. He got each two foxes got like this and tied their tail. Vayasem lefid echad ben shena hazanabim mitabach. And he put one torch between the two tails in the middle. Right? That's it. Now, what does he do now? By earth, so far there's no fire yet. Now, by Esh belafidim. He turned the fire on the torch on. He puts fire on the torch. Now what happens is fox are afraid of him. So they all want to run around and they're tied to each other. So they have to keep running around like a circle. Vayishlach bekamot hapelishim. So he sent them to the field, the standing field of the Palestinians. Vayar migadish, and he burned. From Gadish was the piles of the heap of produce that they already harvested. They burned that one. Va'ad kama, and all the ones that standing. Va'ad kerem, and even all their vineyard or the orchard of olives, everything got burned.
Mossad style.
Yeah, all these 300 foxes going around the whole town. They're doing. What did they do to Iran? Right, explosion here, explosion here.
Yeah, there was another explosion today. There was another explosion.
There was another one today.
56 airplane landed from China
Okay,
and Iran today.
Vayomru Palestine, the Palestinians said, Mi asazot, who did such a thing? Oh, the burning. Right? They came. They're like, who did this? Vayomru Shimshon. They said Shimshon, Khatan Hatimni. The son-in-law of Timni. Why did he do this? Ki lakach ed ishto ve'itena lemenu. Right? Because the father-in-law did this to him.
Crazy.
He took his wife and gave it to his friend. So he got angry and he did this. Now look what they do. Yalu Palestine ve'isrefu ota ve'et aviha ba'esh. They came, they burned her, his ex-wife, plus her father in the fire. Right? You guys caused our fields to be burned, we burn you too. Now comes back Shimshon to take revenge for them. Vayomer lahem Shimshon, so Shimshon tells them, Im ta'asun kazod, if you have done this before I got angry, when you found out you did this, then I would let you go. If you would have killed, they killed his wife
And the
Father-in-law.
He said, if you did that before I came
With the foxes.
I would let you go. Okay, I said, okay, they did something wrong, you punish them.
Yeah.
Ki'im nimkati bachem ve'achar. But now I'm going to take revenge, their revenge from you, and then I stop.
Yeah, but I want to.
Now he wants to start with them too. Yeah, okay, I'm not stopping. Now that you waited until your fields got burned, then took revenge of them. So now I'm going to take their revenge from you. Why did you do it now? You did it for your own selfish reason. You didn't do it because they did this to me. Okay, now you pay back for it. So he started attacking those people who burned them. Vayach otam shok at al yerech, hit them. Shok is the runepa, the up thigh, and yerech. Shok is the bottom part. The yerech is the thigh, the leg and the thigh, right? Calf and thigh. They call it. So why it says this? Rashi says because whoever was sitting on the horse, they use their thigh. If you're walking, you use your the calf, the leg. So whoever was he was beating them up. That's how he was demobilizing them. They cannot walk anymore. So he keep hitting them. So all of them became lame. Makkah Gadolah v'yarad v'yeshev. So he hit them, all of them, big hit, and then he ran away. V'yarad v'yeshev b'seif Sela Etam. He went and sat on the cliff of the stone of Etam. He went back to section of Yehuda. There was a cliff there, he sat on the cliff. ויעלו פלשתים ויחנו ביהודה. Now, all the Palestinians, the army comes, they camp in Yehuda. وَينْتَشُوا بَلَخِي, and they spread in the town called Lechi. We'll see soon why it's called Lechi. That's the name that Shimshon puts on it. But, okay. ויאמרו Ish Yehuda, lama alitem alenu. So people of Yehuda said, "Oh, what did we do? Why did you guys come to fight with us?" They got scared. The Palestinians come to attack. Vayomru le'esor et Shimshon alinu. We're coming to arrest Shimshon. La'asor lo ka'asher asalanu. We want to do to him what he did to us. Right? Well, they wanted to beat him up and burn him. That's what they wanted to do to him. וירדו שלושת אלפים איש מיהודה, so 3,000 people of Yehuda went El Saif Sela Etam, to the cliff of the stone of Etam. ויאמרו לשמשון, הלא ידעת כי Muslim Banu Palestine, don't you know that the Palestinians are ruling over us? Umazod asitalanu, what did you do to us? Now you put all of our lives in danger. Right? Vayom Elohim kasher asuli ken asiti lahem. It has nothing to do with you. It's between me and them. Right? Whatever they did to me, I did to them. Whatever they deserved. It's a personal fight, not national fight. ויאמרו לו לעשרך ירדנו. So they told him, we came to capture you. And we have to hand you over to them. Otherwise they're going to kill all of us. Right? לתתך ביד פלשתים. Oh, now it becomes a big question here. And poskim, how could you do such a thing? Can a Jew go give another Jew to the Goyim? Right now, he didn't say anything yet. That was their idea to do it. Even without him saying, I let you, they were going to do it anyways. They came, they said, we're coming to arrest you. At this point, he hasn't said anything. He just said that it's between me and them, they deserve it. He didn't say, oh, go give me. So the question is, if they come, go in, they come and say, give one of you to us. Otherwise, we're going to kill all of you. The halakha says what? Let them kill everybody, but don't give. Who says this guy's blood, your blood is better than him? Right? But then, if they say, specific person, now it becomes machloket Rabbi Yochanan Resh Lakish, that what? Can you give that specific person to save them or no? And they agree if he is guilty to die anyways, like Sheva ben Bichri, which rebelled against David. If he's that kind of a person, you're allowed to do. But otherwise, no. Right? Rabbi Yochanan says no. Resh Lakish says yes. Because it's a specific one person against the whole community, yes. So usually Rabbi Yochanan Resh Lakish halacha is like Rabbi Yochanan. So why did they do such a thing? Even Resh Lakish says only has to be someone that's guilty, that's already guilty to die. So Rama says in the Choshen Mishpat that if someone, by doing something wrong, putting everybody else in danger, that you're allowed to give. Right? It says, brings the example of, like, let's say he's doing something fake he's making fake money or something, that putting all the Jews in danger, then they are allowed to give him. Right? Mezuyaf. Like. So here, they had this time, you did something wrong, by your wrongdoing. No, not
ولی
married.
گفتیم این خدایی بوده که رفته دخترگویی
Oh no,
رو
that was his plan. That's not what they did wrong. He did wrong by burning their fields, knowing that they're going to come and take revenge, right?
ولی دمش گرم. He gave himself up.
So they call him, he's like a rodef, right? Rodef, if he's rodef, you're allowed to give him. Okay, so that's what they said. They said, we are here to arrest you. ויאמרו לו לאסריך ירדנו לתתך ביד פלשתים ויאמר להם שמשון השפיעו לי פן תבקעו בי אתם. You have to swear to me that you guys don't hurt me. As long as you don't hurt me, I don't want to start with the Jews, your brothers. You don't hurt me, just give me to them, that's fine with me. ויאמרו לו לאמור לא כי אסור נאסרך. They said, no, we're not going to hurt you. All we're going to do is tie you up ונתנוך בידם, right? And we give you in their hand. והמד לא נמתיך. And we're not going to kill you. Okay, then he agreed. He himself agreed, come and tie me. ויאסרו בשניים אבות חדשים. They tied him with two new ropes. New ropes are stronger than old ropes, so they brought new ropes. They tied him. ויעלוהו מן הסלע. And they brought him up from the rock. They gave him in the hands of Palestinians. And imagine the scenery that all these Palestinians come with their enemy in their hand, how happy they are. They're celebrating, taking him. They're going to do, right? They're going to do what they're going to do. They're already planning. Oh, look what we're going to do to him. Huba ad Lehi, he came and until the town of Lehi, which was the town of the Palestinians. Now they took him to their own town. Upalestim hariu likrato, and all the Palestinians, they screamed, they came towards him. Imagine all the crowd coming, right? Hungry thirsty for his blood. They're all coming and surrounding him. But tislach alav ruach Hashem. Now all of a sudden, the spirit of Hashem falls upon him. V'tihena ha'abotim asher al zarotav, and the ropes that they were on his hand, they became kepishtim asher ba'aru ba'esh. They became like a flax, that is flax, cotton that in the fire, right? So light becomes. He does it. Vayemassu asurav ma'al yadav, and his ties melted from his hand. He did one open of his hand, and they all opened up. When this spirit of Hashem was coming up on him, he would become extremely powerful man. Right? All the Superman stories, they get it from Shimshon. So what happened? He didn't have any weapons, so what he found? Lechi chamor. He found jawbone of the donkey.
Jawbone?
Yeah, jawbone. The skeleton of the head of the donkey. Tiryat, fresh. וישלח ידו ויקחה, he sent his hand, he stretched his hand and took it. ויחבא 1,000 ish, and hit with it, he killed 1,000 people, right? So exactly what he had in mind, the plan happened, right? Yeah, he wanted to do something that they sought with him, so he has an excuse to kill them. Yeah, 1,000 people, he just killed in one shot. Vayomer Shimshon belechi hachamor, with the Shimshon said with the پوزه بهش میگن نه پوزه بند استخون پوزه
Fact.
dead yeah was a dead donkey that is jawbone
Fact. Yeah.
fact that's right belechi hachamor, with the jawbone of the donkey. Chamor chomarim, I made a heap, right? Heap of dead Palestinians. He's rhyming the words. Chamor, lechi of chamor, chamor chomarim. Chomar means heap, right? Belechi hachamor hikiti 1,000 ish. With the lechi of chamor, I killed 1,000 people. And now look what he said. Me, I did it. What happened? Then Hashem wants to punish him. When he finished talking, you see, has to do with what he said. וישלח הלחי מידו ויקרא למקום ההוא רמת לחי. So that's why the town is called Lechi. He threw the lechi from his hand and he called the place Ramat Lechi. He became so thirsty. Right now he's dying from thirst. So he called to Hashem. He realized that, right? Hashem is the one that saved him. So he called to Hashem, please. Chatati abiti. Right? ויקרא אל השם ויאמר אתה נתת ביד עבדך את התשועה הגדולה הזאת. Now he said the right words, right? You gave me all this Teshua in my hand, in this salvation in my hand. It was all you, nothing, not me. I didn't do anything. And now you want me to die in thirst, right? And I'm going to fall in the hands of this Aralim, this Goim. So what happens if I die here? People are going to say, oh, the Goim took him and killed him. They're not going to know about this miracle. So he begged Hashem, ויבקע אלוהים את המכתש אשר בלחי. So Hashem opened up the hollow part that was in the jaw, opened up, ויצא ממנו מים, and from there water gushed out. וישת ותשב רוחו ויחי, and he drank and his spirit came back and he survived. Right? So basically the water also came from that weapon. So Hashem shows him, look, it's all, even from something like that could kill, could also make you alive. Who is the only one can do this? Hashem. Right? Don't forget, everything is from Hashem. על כן קרא שמה אין הקורא אשר בלחי עד היום הזה. Therefore they call that place the spring of Kore. Kore means the caller, right? Because of his praying to Hashem. This spring started up, and it's in the town of Lehi until today. וישפוט את ישראל בימי פלשתים 20 שנה. That's what we said before. Remember that 20 years he ruled over Bnei Israel in the times of Palestine. So that means what? Out of 40 years that they were subjugated by Palestine, 20 years of it, Shimshon was ruling over them. Bezrat Hashem, we stop here and
next Monday.
Wednesday I'm not here, so